Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting evening of downhill Hot Wheels racing here at Abbeyfield Road. I am joined by my co-commentator Martin Curry.
And it's a sport for all the family, apart from the unimaginable carnage, of course.
Today we'll be seeing 12 cars race in a total of 4 heats.
That's correct, Frankie. Each heat will consist of 4 cars racing 4 times, every time changing the lane that they're in. So it's the first 4 cars are up. In lane 1 we have the one-use Razor, weighing in as a fairly light 31 grams. In lane 2 we have the pink Thunderbolt, weighing in as a hefty 36 grams. Good looking car this. Momo forwards with its big directional arrow, meaning they'll always know which direction they're supposed to be facing, weighs in as a very hefty 34 grams. Good family car that. And finally one we've got very high hopes for. It's an Aston Martin Vantage, otherwise known as the Sunspot, weighing in at a very minimal 30 grams. For a nifty car, British car. We have great expectations for this car. It's over to our race rider, Robin Curry. There's Robin.
They're off, and the race is over.
Oh,
We like to keep things here brief at Abbeyfield Road Downhill Derby.
Yes. Well, one clear winner. 2 cars made it through to the colander. Of course, only one can win. I believe that was the one-use Razor. Car number 1. We'll get confirmation from this angle.
Let's check our slow motion replay.
Yes, blue, then arrow. Yes, Momo doing very well there. Stayed on the track, stayed right behind, but not good enough to succeed. Winner is number 1.
Well Martin, did anything in that race surprise you at all?
Yes, the poor showing of the sunspots. It didn't really get off the mark there. No, perhaps we can do better this time.
Now, as is the way things are run here, all cars have been moved up 1 pole position, with the car in first going round to lane 4.
It made quite a difference there. Very, very different result indeed. The heaviest car in the race, the pink Thunderbolt, carving its way through the competition there and coming to a very sudden stop in the green colander.
The pink Thunderbolt, of course, famous for its quite dark shade of red.
It's a heavy landing. Well in victory there. Moving on to the third race.
Now Martin, so far I'm noticing a precedent of the cars in the first lane being the victors. Do you think this might be a pattern that continues on?
I sincerely doubt it. The match officials are very hot on that sort of thing.
Do you not think the psychological thing of being in that first position might affect the race?
That's certainly always a factor.
Now you would call that a wild coincidence then, would you? With Momo streaking into first place.
Was that Momo? Was that
I definitely saw the red.
The red underside. You're right.
I definitely saw the stripe down the bonnet there.
It's Momo forwards.
As it fell into our colander of champions.
Yes.
Again, it seems our trackside officials need further confirmation, but yes,
it's always best to be sure about these things.
that's looking like a solid victory.
It certainly
there
is.
for the striped car.
So that's 3 victories, 3 different cars. Exciting racing.
Indeed.
So all we need now is the Aston Martin Vantage to live up to its previous promise. So far we haven't seen it get anywhere really, because it hasn't made it off the grid. It hasn't made it through the first barrier.
Well, maybe this will be the race to break the pattern.
Yes, he's in lane 1. Can he do it? No.
It appears he cannot. It looks like another victory to the stripy car to me.
Ooh, vicious. And yes, the clear strap, the red underside, very, very, very familiar.
Now all our drivers understand the risks when they enter this competition. They understand the high body rates of downhill matchbox derby.
Yes. So that's 2 victories to our Momo forward, and they go through to the final.
Now it's time for our next heat. A new set of 4 races. Martin.
We've got some stunners here today. We've got the Nearly Batmobile, weighing in as a very hefty 36 grams. A good looking car, a very experienced driver. Then we have the Overcompensator, which has got everything, all the bells and whistles, and you can barely see out of the window. Weighing in at 31 grams, a bit of a surprise that a car with so much stuff in it weighs so little. In the third lane we have Hot, which is basically a really good looking car. It weighs in at 34 grams. And in the fourth lane we have the X1120 weighing in at 32 grams. Smart money's on this car to do well.
It may not have the name, but does it have the game? Let's find out.
A very obvious victory there for the Nearly Batmobile. Had its race all the way, dominating the track beautifully, leaving a wake of carnage behind it.
As we see here now from the alternate angle, the victory was decisive.
Yes, very well done to that driver.
Getting a good lead in the first round of this heat.
Yeah.
Now our...
There's a cat on the track.
this is, of course, Snicket, our trackside official, here to make sure the race is conducted in a safe and authoritative manner.
He's being very attentive, isn't he?
Oh yes, he likes to personally check each car to make sure there are no flaws with the track or
And here are
the
the cars.
drivers.
As you see, they've all moved up one again. Different tracks. Same cars.
Quite possibly a different result.
Yes.
Just waiting for the all clear from our official, and here we go.
Right.
That was an interesting one there.
The X1120 showing its form.
It is, of course, the lightest car in the competition today, although it may not be. I have not actually looked at the stats.
The other competitor was actually a Grand Lighter. Anyway, that's a good solid victory. And yes, the judges agree. Carefully watched all the way down, and a fair race is declared. And the cars line up again.
Making sure your shots
Each
are
moved on one further position.
A lot of tension here now. Here we go. Race. Oh, a surprise upset.
Now,
What's that? Hot?
we do here advise viewer discretion from the Matchbox Downhill Derby. As you can see, these matches can sometimes get rather violent in nature.
That was a very hard chase all the way, but yes, a clear win for Hot.
Our drivers know the risks and they know the rewards.
Oh, you can see the judge wincing here at the. Yes, we couldn't show that one too close up. It's too horrible.
Oh, the humanity. And that is, of course, why we employ a cat.
Yeah, final race from this set of races.
It'll be decisive.
And we've had one victory from 3 cars so far, so overcompensating, not doing very well.
After that disgraceful last round, we need a thorough inspection.
Ooh, what was that?
And it looks like another victory from the orange car.
X1120.
I repeat, the orange car has it with 2 wins on this heat. Absolute carnage, but that's just what the fans love.
Yes, I suppose so. We've got to keep. It's not a lot of things going for this job. Yes, a clear victory.
You can see the wreckage of the Nearly Batmobile there crashing to the ground.
Yes. So that means that XX20
We'll be moving on to our final heat.
it will indeed.
Now moving on to our third, let's find out all about our new races.
Well, in lane 1 we have the Creepy Crawly, weighing in at 26 grams, a real lightweight. Not a very popular one this, but I think it'll do well. Moving on to the Diesel Smoker, weighing in at 30 grams, still quite light. We're getting high hopes for this car. It uses old technology in a very new way. Lane 3 we have the Bug-Eye Monster, a pickup truck, not usually very good at these sports, but we're told that mid-engine may be doing it some favours. Weighs in at a lightweight 29 grams. Will that weight be enough? And here's the big boy of the competition. It's the Woofer, weighing in at a massive 40 grams. With a stereo playing, we asked them to keep it down because we don't want the neighbours to complain.
Let's move on to the first race in this, our third heat.
Oh, was that the Crib Crawley?
I don't know, Martin. I was not paying attention.
Did the lane 1 bias go? Where is it again? It's looking like he's in the lead. He's in the lead. Is it? Oh,
Close race there between the
that was very tight.
the 8 exhausted engine and the green monster.
Yes, and notice that the Wolfer made it onto the winner's enclosure. But no, it's rightfully claimed by the Crib Crawley. Here we go again, the same 4 races in a different order.
Each moved 1 place up the track. So there's no unfair advantage on these races.
Of course, there's been lots of racing on these tracks now today, so there's lots of oil and rubber on there, and
Blood, viscera,
yes.
probably some cat spit. Oh,
Ooh, green. And that was the Bug Eye Monster.
another bloody race there. But yes, a decisive victory for the green car.
Yes, absolutely.
Getting
Outstanding.
far ahead of its competition. The Woofer not even making it through the second gate.
Yeah. That mid-engine looks to be doing us some favours. There's a good balance there.
Did it have something to do possibly with the bug-eyed monster's plastic chassis compared to the metal of the other cars?
Well, they are using smart inclusion materials. Also got see-through wheels.
We aren't scientists here at the Downhill Matchbox Derby.
Or something close.
Now for our final race of this heat, the green one in first, the green one in pole position.
Race.
See how it goes.
Oh, an easy victory again.
Another decisive victory there from the green one. Leave it.
It's doing very well. Bug Eye Monster really dominating the track now.
Plus invisible fumes. Again, the Woofer not even making it through the first set of gates.
This is a wide car, that. I think I could count against it. Well done to the Bug Eye Monster.
So we have our finalists.
We have indeed.
Oh, no,
no.
I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. It appears like there is another heat in this setting.
It seems to me to be a foregone conclusion to me. The Bug Eye Monster is really dominating this track. Oh, he's off first! Oh, massive surprise. Woofer has just stolen the match.
in a massive upset. I think this upset comes too late to actually change the events of our competition. And though it is a masterful victory there with the swerve back to face its vanquished enemies, I believe it is still the bug-eyed monster moving on to our
Yes,
final
it's
heat.
2 victories, but that was a hell of a race. Well done to the Woofer.
A good show.
And here are some familiar faces now.
Our final heat, here to decide the victors.
In lane 1 we have the Sunspot, which is a wildcard placement.
You may recognise it as being one of the only cars to have not run a single race in this event.
It barely made it past the first barrier on any of its outings, so we decided to give it another chance. Next to that, the very good form, the X1120, a real high-tech car.
Certainly the most orange car in this particular heat.
Whereas the greenest is of course the Bug Eye Monster, with its central engine and plenty of storage space at the back, which is always nice.
It will of course probably be utilised after this race to carry home the wreckage of its fallen foes.
And finally, the Momo Forwards, with its clear directionality, giving a valuable psychological advantage there.
Naturally.
And we're ready. Oh, streaking into the lead there, the Bug Eye Monster.
No competition whatsoever.
No. Really everybody standing.
The Sunspot, of course, as is traditional, staying in its starting position for a good half a second.
I don't think he knows he's in a race, to be honest. He's just trying to pull out in the good traffic.
This isn't a race, Martin. This is a massacre.
There he is.
Poking his nose into the frame there.
So, good victory there from the Bug-Eyed Monster.
We have our first victor of the final.
He's having a very good race day.
Alright, we move on to our second race in this heat now.
Yeah.
Bug-Eyed Monster now in last position, but first in the scores.
Oh, Bullseye Monster straight off the road. It's suicide.
A dual victory. I see.
We'll have to study this one more closely.
Yeah, well, let's go to CAR now and see what they think. A difficult one to call. Let's go to another angle. Now, Martin, I believe that may be what's considered in this particular sport a... Oh, no, it is...
The judges have definitely made up their minds.
It is...
I couldn't have called that one.
No, it is a decisive victory for the orange car. Now another... I can't remember if it's third or fourth, but it's happening. Oh, and the green one won.
Green's looking strong, isn't it?
Now, Martin, what is the grand total of scores for this final heat?
That's the second victory.
We are certainly on the final heat, Martin, but I do believe that is now 2-1.
2 victories to each. 2 victories to the.
I believe that's 2 victories to the green and 1 victory to the orange, with 1 race yet to go.
You could be right. That's all over again. It's a shame we're not more informative, really.
Indeed. Now, yes, here we are. Our last race in this heat. Back to pole position for the orange car.
Yes,
the fun sauce, of course, in fourth. Now, Martin, if the
a disappointing race from
if the orange car can make it, now let us once again check the CAR, and I believe that technically, if the flag is struck,
yes,
then it is a victory.
That was a clean flag hit. We've got here's the right. Perfectly legitimate, a good victory.
Riding the sides of the track there, but just enough that the front wheel was enough to knock the flag into position.
So we're down to our 2 finalists. We don't get many straight head-to-head races. There's 2 victories each, so we have to have a knockout to see who wins.
A tiebreaker between the orange and the green. Who will be victorious in this, possibly our final race? I'm
very excited.
The tension here on the racecourse is palpable. And they're off. Oh my word.
Oh my word, it's a double victory.
Martin, in all my years as a Matchbox downhill derby commentator, I have never seen such a result.
It's amazing, they both moved at just the right time.
The green car flipping just enough to knock the orange off its track.
Canopy.
And catch each other.
It's almost balletic. That has to be a draw.
It must be, Martin. It must be. Let's see what the judges think. Oh, beautiful aerial shot there from our drone operator.
No, the green one was slightly ahead, but we can't let that stand. It's going to have another heat. So there we go, the final race.
Swapping positions now to make sure that there is absolutely...
And we'll keep doing this until there is a clear victory.
Fairness.
Oh, well, you can't argue with that.
There we go, it struck the flag. The green car left in its dust. It is a decisive victory for the orange car. The bug-eyed monster once again feeling the shame of its second place.
It's a well-earned second place. They've got nothing to feel ashamed of there.
No, Martin. I know a lot of these races well, and it is first or nothing to these people. They are dedicated to their craft.
And the fireworks going off there as victory is declared. The winner, the one with the lousy name, X1120 at 32 grams. A worthy winner.
Doesn't have the name, but it should does have the game. Thank you for joining us this evening for a new instalment of the Downhill Matchbox Derby, a competition with as many names as it does competitors.
And if you want to see more of this sort of thing, just let us know in the comments down below.